What's up, y'all? What's poppin' this dude? About to react to this video by Impressive. This is Saweetie Dumps Quavo after he cheated on her. Quavo mad that Saweetie spoke to her ex Justin Combs. Child, I saw this headline on my homepage and I was like, are we surprised? Because all the other Migos, they be on some trifling shit too. Offset, we already know him cheating with Cardi B. And what's the other one? Takeoff. Didn't he get accused of like sexual assault or something like that? I don't know if it's actually true, but they don't have a good track record as, you know, a group of being stand-up men. So I'm just not surprised. And they're all family, so, and you know, birds of a feather. Anyway, let's see exactly what happened. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. The rapper
And
Saweetie
she's
went
so
on Twitter
pretty.
and confirmed that she broke up with her boyfriend Quavo. Now this
Quavo.
doesn't necessarily
Ain't
come
that
as a
right?
surprise because there have been rumors that Saweetie and Quavo had issues in their relationship. In fact, a lot of people noticed that Saweetie and Quavo unfollowed each other on Instagram. Now Saweetie first unfollowed Quavo. However, Quavo unfollowed Saweetie after she made an appearance on the Respectfully Justin show. Now, the interesting thing about this is Saweetie's ex-boyfriend, Justin Combs, happens to be one of the hosts. So Quavo may have seen this interview and he may have been irritated and he probably unfollowed Saweetie. However, this interview is not the reason why Saweetie and Quavo broke up. Saweetie revealed that Quavo cheated on her and she decided to cut him off. And this is not really a surprise to me. I kind of suspected that Quavo wasn't being faithful to Saweetie, but the interview that Saweetie recently did kind of confirmed some things. Justin LaBoy asked her what was the craziest thing a man did to win her back after he messed up. And Saweetie admitted that her boyfriend, which we all assume was Quavo, shelled out a lot of money to get her back. And if she's talking about Quavo, I'm assuming he must have messed up really bad. He definitely cheated on her.
You know, when niggas fuck up, you gotta put them on ice, right? You know, money talk. So,
Did he have a lot of money to talk how he wanted to talk?
look, I woke up, I got a notification from my bank, and you know, there was just enough money to buy several properties.
What he do to send that
What
fire?
did he do?
All the captains still
What
been
did
like,
you do to make?
Look, money talk, I'm a businesswoman.
Word.
Oh my God.
And time is money, so don't waste my time.
Oh my God.
So when you wasted your time, you billed him.
Sent the invoice.
That's the invoice. She's not talking too much.
Ain't nothing like a cancer woman.
Now, Saweetie didn't say exactly what her boyfriend did to make him spend money on her to win her back, but I'm assuming that her boyfriend cheated, and I'm assuming that boyfriend she's talking about is Quavo. Now, one pattern I've noticed amongst some of these celebrities is anytime they cheat on their girlfriends or wives, they buy them expensive gifts, expensive cars, expensive bags. They throw money at them thinking that, okay, the money is enough to keep them. And some women have been led to believe that their love and their body and their time can be bought. And this is one of the downsides of glorifying men who have money.
Yes.
I see a lot of
Speak
talk
on it.
about high value men.
Speak
There's
on
nothing
it.
wrong with wanting a man with money, but a man has to have high value character as well.
Yes.
And a lot of men out there who have money don't have good character in
Yes.
relationships because they feel like it's not really a requirement. They disrespect women, they cheat on women, they beat on women. And they don't have any incentive to do better because all they have to do is throw money at these women, and these women...
That's also women's fault as well. So I will play devil's advocate and also be very honest. If women were not accepting that, then they wouldn't feel like they could do that. Men would not feel like they could throw money at them and get away with it because there are way too many women who accept that type of behavior, and that is the fucking problem. So I applaud Saweetie for standing her ground and being like, no, I'm not being with you. Fuck you and your money. Fuck out of here. So good for her.
forgive them.
I didn't
And
tell you
unfortunately, this is a situation that Saweetie got herself into. She thought that making Quavo pay the price would make him change his ways, but it didn't happen like that. She had to cut him off. She tweeted this: "I'm single. I've endured too much betrayal.
I took that as she took his money and still was like, "Nah, I'm good." But Impressive is saying that she took the money, kept dealing with him, and then he continued to cheat. Who knows what happened though? I don't
And
know.
hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom. Excited for this new chapter of elevation. Now, Quavo did respond to Saweetie, and he said this: I know you want to make this into a show, so I'll play my part just this one time. I don't normally put my business out there, especially my personal life. I feel the need to address this, so there are no false narratives. I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best. And Saweetie replied to him and said, take care.
That's my favorite line. Bitch, I will take care of a nigga to death. Take care. Take care. Stop talking to me. We done. Have a good life. That's my go-to.
This was a very interesting exchange, and I thought it was interesting to see Quavo kind of flip it around and play the victim.
Right.
And I'm not going to say that Quavo doesn't have a right to feel hurt, because it's clear that he has some feelings for Saweetie, but his love didn't translate in the way that it should have, because if he loved her, he wouldn't have cheated on her.
Period.
And Saweetie stayed around in the relationship even after he cheated on her, but she said she emotionally checked out. So she stayed around for the perks, and she probably stayed around in hopes that he would change, but she did not love him the same after he cheated on her. And I think something happened recently that made her draw the line completely. I thought it was kind of weird that she wasn't hanging out with Quavo during Super Bowl weekend. Some people speculated that maybe Saweetie wasn't invited because she was feuding with Cardi B, but that was a lie. I think Quavo and Saweetie at that time were not on speaking terms. And they did spend Valentine's Day together, but it wasn't anything that Saweetie made a big deal about, which I noticed. And she hasn't posted Quavo on her timeline since then. So I think they were having issues around this time, and they've been having issues for a while. I do remember last year, the Neighborhood Talk posted a video of this dancer calling out Saweetie for getting upset at some girls who were hanging around Quavo.
And to insecure Saweetie, no one wants Quavo but you, Saweetie, with your non-rapping ass. You can't even rap, you need to just model because your shit whack.
First off, you can't be talking shit with them bags under your eye like that. Girl, you look crazy. A. B, you's a goddamn lie. Nobody wants Quavo but you. Really? Really? We're not gonna play Quavo. First off, he's a cool looking dude. And he got a lot of money. You sound dumb.
Ooh, that was harsh, but yeah, Saweetie was called out for being insecure over Quavo, and clearly she had a reason to be, because Quavo was not faithful to her throughout the relationship. And also, Gossip of the City alleged that Quavo was getting a phone number from a bartender behind Saweetie's back. So Saweetie was going through a lot with Quavo for a while. We didn't really see it because we kind of saw the good parts of their relationship online, but
what do I be telling y'all? What do I tell y'all all the time?
Recently, that made Saweetie
don't praise these people,
which is why she decided to do that interview with her ex-boyfriend Justin Combs. I personally think that she did this interview to get under Quavo's skin. That's what I think. It was very calculated on her part. And Saweetie is not a dumb woman. She might not be the biggest name out there, but she knows exactly what to do to get people's attention. She knows how to market herself. That's one thing I actually respect about her, is her marketing skill. But this interview wasn't about marketing. I think this interview was about getting back at Quavo. So she did this interview with her ex-boyfriend, Justin, in the room. And if you watch the interview and see the body language, there is some awkward and somewhat flirtatious energy. I noticed that Justin was eyeing Saweetie and licking his lips, and he was trying to flirt on the low as well. And Saweetie was kind of acting standoffish, but she was also kind of showing off a little bit, like, yeah, I like my man to do this. He has to buy this for me and that for me. she was kind of showing out a little bit, but still keeping it player. And I think Quavo saw this interview and got really irritated, and it actually made him unfollow her. And I think this was the goal. Honestly, I think Saweetie wanted to get under Quavo's skin, because if you hear some of the answers she was giving, it came off like she was using him for a lick. And some people thought that she was a gold digger. However, that's not the case. The reason why Quavo was giving Saweetie all these gifts is because he kept messing up in the relationship. Right. And he had to buy her affections, and it got to a point where she no longer wanted to operate in a relationship like that. So she decided to leave. And I think it was the right decision for her to do. Saweetie knows her self-worth, and even though she was putting up with some things, she decided that it wasn't healthy for her, and she decided to leave. And I think she's sending a good message to a lot of young fans who look up to her to not settle and know their worth.
Right. But if a girl is dating a guy that's not faithful but got money, do you recommend she stays with him or leaves?
That's why I gotta have your own money.
Okay.
Leaves. I feel like I said, I just touched on mental health, and I just feel like, you know, there's different versions of selling your soul. Sometimes it's not always to the devil. You can sell your soul to the man. So it's just like, I believe in health, mentally, physically. And for me, I mean, I'm not okay with being cheated on. But if somebody's okay with that, then that's their own game to play. But I definitely, from my opinion, I believe women deserve proper love, proper time, proper energy. And if he's not faithful to you and he's giving his energy elsewhere, he's bringing that energy back to you. So I definitely don't recommend that.
Good message. I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm glad that Saweetie realized she deserves better. And I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think Saweetie needs Quavo at this point in her career. And don't get me wrong, I do think Saweetie definitely benefited from being connected to Quavo. Once she started dating Quavo, her star power started to rise a little bit. But it's already risen. Got even more popular, to the point that she's now more popular than him. And Quavo benefited from being with her because it helped his relevancy as well. I mean, they did a whole interview together for GQ, and that interview has over 12 million views. Saweetie and Quavo never had a solo interview that had that many views. So I say all of this to say that both Saweetie and Quavo benefited from their relationship. They generated a lot of positive publicity, but at this point in their careers, I think they would be better off being apart. Saweetie would be better off being single right now, because this would give her the chance to take over the summer. Now, the other rap girls are currently in relationships and they're happy, which is great, but Saweetie is single. So I think she's going to turn up this summer. This is going to be her icy girl summer, and I have a feeling that she's going to be making even more noise. She said she has 6 features on the way to flood the summer, so we'll see how single Saweetie acts.
Yes, single Saweetie.
Anyway,
good for her. I'm glad for her. Hopefully, she drops something that I like, because I can't get into her music. There hasn't been a Saweetie song that I've liked. Well, my type. That's been the only song. But yeah, I'm glad that she understood that she deserves better, and she moved along from his cheating, lying dog ass, because it's not worth it. Having somebody who just has money, but they not valuing you, they're cheating on you, it's not worth it. So that's why you have to have your own money. And I feel like she has elevated her status and her popularity due to being with Quavo. And yeah, that you use that to your advantage. Now drop some music and elevate on your own by yourself. So great for her. But yeah, a lot of men who have a lot of money, I feel like most of the time they feel like they can do whatever and they can cheat on their women because, hey, I'm a nigga with money. A lot of women want me. I'm highly desired. I'm a high value man. And, they have this ego and they do what they want. But that's why you have to have your own. And honestly, that's why high value men who have all this money, they're not appealing to me. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I've actually had the opportunity to talk to a few people who make substantially more money than me. But it's like, is this worth it? Because I know you got bitches. I know people are drooling over you. Do I want to deal with that? I don't. I really don't. So honestly, I much rather date someone who is on my level. And I've dated people who don't have nearly as much money as me. Child, right now. Anyway, I'm gonna put my business out there, but trust and believe that money is not a factor at all. I actually would prefer not to date someone who is making like buku amounts more than me, because I feel like they are gonna have this mindset like, I can cheat on this bitch, like she ain't going nowhere. You feel me? So I don't know. And obviously that is not everybody. There are, you know, some men who have a lot of money and they will still be faithful, but child, I don't know. I don't think I even want to deal with that. I'm just like, give me a regular dude all day, every day. As long as you got a job and you ain't living, you know, at home with your mama, and you got a car and you got some motivation in life, then we're good to go. You feel me? And it's funny, I've never ever seriously dated a guy who had more money than me ever in my life. So yeah, it might stay that way. But yeah, good luck to Saweetie and Quavo individually. Hopefully, you know, they live long, happy lives. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one.